Your people are being killed. Those that are supposed to be protected are not being protected. We watch them being killed. Are people being tormented? And when we watch all these things, what do we get in return? Somebody must take responsibility. Somebody must say, this is the way we go. This fear of the known, not the unknown. Fear of IPOB. We are the indigenous people of Biafra. We are not afraid to declare who we are. It is a pride movement. We are very proud to identify ourselves as Biafrans. Just as Fulanese identify themselves as Fulanese, why not criminalize them for being Fulanese? You can go to Ireland, they are proud to be Irish. Why don't you criminalize them? You go to Germany, they are proud to be Germans. Why don't you criminalize them? We are Biafrans. We are proud to be Biafrans. Why criminalize us? When you cannot criminalize yourself, what right do you have to criminalize others for identifying themselves? Of course, there is no smoke without fire, being aided by our own people, the Efulefus. The Efulefus. The sit at home yesterday was very remarkable. And if they can learn anything, if those that think that through extraordinary rendition, holding our leader will erode IPOB, I think they are shocked. They are shocked. Why are you shocked? The will of the people, the determination of the people. The people are determined. They have seen all that is been happening to them. You can no longer continue to deceive them. You can no longer continue to brand them criminals. The sit-at-home continues every Monday. If a foreign media can report that sit-at-home was called and it was adhered to, what does that tell you? The people are showing their willingness to be free. Your willingness to be free is backed by your will. You want to, but the fire burning in you, the fire burning in you is the determining factor. If that is not there, you cannot be able to do anything. You cannot be able to do anything. When we establish our own freedom, implement it, there must be backing. All hands must be on deck. We saw it yesterday. There will be a fundraising under the leadership of Mazi Kanu by New York State. To support the ESN and Biafra restoration. That fundraising will take place Saturday, August the 28th, 2021. The time will be 3 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Venue will be online. And the meeting ID 891-8175 7386. The passcode 102624. The host will be Lova Kobondo, and the chief launcher Blessing Ijama. And master of ceremonies Mazi Barakwe. And media through Ipob, and the handler will be Samanikba and Beatrice Okezie. That will be on the 28th of August. Furthermore, on the announcement, the rally date has changed to September 29 and 30th, and then to October 1st. So 3 days, 29, 30, and October 1, because of the COVID restrictions, so that they can meet the requirements. That is that. There are more announcements. So I will get to it as we go on. There was people that came up yesterday. And as I said, why do you deny who you are. And I mentioned the fact that Fulanis are proud of who they are. Germans are proud of who they are. Biafrans must be proud of who they are. Mighty Allah is warning the Taraba Emir. Mighty Allah is warning Taraba Emir. You will pay the price of if anything happens to any herdsman. You will pay the price if anything happens to any herdsman. Attachment of value. The price is the value a commodity commands. When you pay for something, you just don't pay for that thing. You pay for what you think that thing is worth to you. If a Fulani man can look at you and you're not worth anything, they will slaughter you. That means you are not worth anything. They have no value for you. But they have value for themselves. So if for any reason, regardless of the atrocities they commit, regardless of what they do, if through that process any of them falls, despite the fact that they are killing you, despite the fact that they are disputing your land with you, they regard themselves very high over you, the owner of the land. And then they'll tell you pay the price, the value they place on themselves is very high. And you foolishly devalue yourself. And the price you pay is with your life. And those you think that are very intelligent, they classify themselves as elites. Those you think that are sensible, they deceive you with the onyokomita. They wear it, you think they have something up their brain. They don't have anything. The onyokomita makes them look professional. But inside that brain, inside that skull, inside that flesh, there is nothing. There is nothing. What we are doing is politics. And at whose expense? At your expense. And when you say at your expense, why is that so? It is so because you allowed it to happen. You invited the mayhem. You supported it. Our leader, as we speak, is in detention by the same Fulanis that attached high value to themselves and then devalue you. And then with the help of those who you think are your brothers, your fathers, your in-laws, are assisting them, then what value do we place on ourselves? What value? Sometimes we ignore the obvious signs. We don't pay attention to what we are supposed to focus on. We just move. The value we place on ourselves is determined by the way we respond to things that happen to us. Akinto insists on Yoruba nation amid federal government plots to arrest him. Punch newspaper. Yoruba nation. Freedom. Come out and speak, or hold your peace in death. When you're dead, you're dead. Akintoye insists on Yoruba nation. It's not the first time, it's not the second time. Even they, the elite, those that are aware, those that have been listening to Radio Biafra, those Fulanis you think they are not listening, they are listening. They are wondering why we are doing what we are doing. They are wondering what is in us, what is pushing us. Now they understand. Now they understand that they were forced into war where over 5 million of Biafrans were killed. No apologies. The value we placed on ourselves is the determinant. That is the determining factor. That factor we must enforce. Today's generation, they say no. They started gradually to decimate the population of the youth with the aid of the aged. Those brackets 35 to 50, they are the most offenders. They watch them. They are the ones in the political arena. And those from 35 and below are the ones that are insisting this must not continue. Even the children can understand what is happening. You saw the sit at home yesterday. You saw what happened. Anybody with common sense will not and must not be bought by any politician, regardless of the status of that politician. Any youth from Biafra land that enables himself or herself to be bought by a politician from Biafra land, that youth is also foolish. Upon all the successes recorded yesterday, it is unimaginable that somebody will come out after being herded in a corner to make political statement.
In as much as they have declared it at home, we have to take other factors into consideration. One, the people that are sitting at home, what do they do for a living? An average Imo person is a business person. No wonder worry the business hub of Eastern Nigeria. And Eastern Nigeria is the business hub of Nigeria. By the order of sit at home, if we have adhered to that order, there will be an economic backwardness of the state. The state will lose revenue, individuals will lose income, and they will lose profit. So we are.
Listen to an idiot. Listen to a paid agent. And when you call these people names, they get angry. Did you listen to this man? His reason. Where all of a sudden becomes the economic hub of Biafra land. They will lose money. For you, you are the one just a few weeks ago under the rain of bombs brought in by Uzodema. And today, listen to the politicians at work. Where are the brains of these people? Where are they coming from? This is why they will be able to sell their own eye, nose, ear, and brain just to be slaves. When they handed you in for about 4 months and seized the palliative, did you complain? Did you say anything? The soldiers were pursuing you left and right, and they handed you inside for you to suffer and die. Where was this guy? It is not a statement of fact. It is your willingness to go through hardship to be free. It is the same men that enforced the sit at home from the government. They had everybody, no trading for over 3 months. Did you come out to say about the economic hardship? No, you did not. The value you place on yourself determines how they treat you. They know you're foolish. They know if you get paid, you will sell your own people. Here is an example of it. After all the success recorded, even in Imo, somebody will come to make such hopeless statement. Hear him.
We feel that in as much as the Ipob people are pursuing their legitimate rights and they are demanding for justice, not judgment on NNAMDI'S, we are of the view that they should not use it to inflict economic problem and sabotage to the society and individuals, especially in Imo State. No wonder the governor, in his own wisdom, decided to call on us to ignore the sit at home and be part of our daily businesses. As you can see today, the youth coming from far and near, coming from various local governments, indicates that the sit at home order by Ipob did not come to realization today.
Lie, it did. Your propaganda failed. You got a free money. It is you and Ipob. You are not seeing your problem as our problem. You're seeing it as you and Ipob. And that shows you it is the work of the Fulanis and their agent, Uzodema. You gather a few to lie. The problem of Igbo man is bone deep. It is bone deep. Listen to Akintoye. Yoruba nation must be free. And listen to Eflefu from Uzodema and some Igbo greedy pigs. They are raping your wife, your daughter. You're talking about not being free. They are murdering your brothers, slaughtering them, depriving your parents from farming. You are saying that one day protest, sit at home, for you to be free will be economic hardship. Compare it to what they did to you, your parents, for 3 months. And you're telling me you have brain. This is why we are very weak. This is why we cannot stand and challenge the imposition of hardship on us by the Fulanis. If my brother were to be the one that made that statement, he wouldn't bolt well. All these people coming around, they gathered together. Were they not the same ones running 2 months ago from Umbise? From Olu? Watching them being attacked by soldiers. You saw it. You heard it. They're everywhere. And your leader, the world recognizes, is being asked to be released unconditionally. And here you are making senseless statement. Them, not us. The elite, the government, those politicians, they are not listening. They are not listening and they will not listen. What is it you want to achieve? At the end of the day, it was successful. It was successful. To show that you're still in existence. What you have to do is to come and make statement. You are talking about peace. What kind of peace are you talking about? When people cannot tell you the truth. When people can stand up and tell you that for any reason you harm their own people committing the crime on others, they will pay. Sometimes people make a jest of themselves. As I promised you, as I promised you yesterday, I will complete the Northern Group's spokesperson's statement. It is something compare it. They understand, they recognize the issue. They are with us. they understand what we are saying. And why can't you? You being the victim, you being the one that's under threat, why can't you understand what we are talking about?
There may not even be need for restructuring if we have, because I'm telling you, since independence, since even the amalgamation, none of the regions have agreed to one. I'm telling you, it's just cover up. We have never trusted ourselves. You see, this is why you can see for more than 60 years now, we are unable to produce a Nigerian president. It's always either a northern president. Now they are looking for Igbo president. You understand? The Yoruba is looking for a Yoruba president. Why can't we have a Nigerian president? Because we are not Nigerians. It's because we are not Nigerian. That's why we are not agitating for a Nigerian president. We don't believe in anything. It's a new generation thinking these people. We all know that we have a class of people that have manipulated the total available activity in the country. Even before independence, these people have been rotating power in various forms among themselves and their families, which certainly is because this is going to be a meeting point, a point of convergence. That look, we are quite sure the young people in the southeast, the vast majority of them are in support of Biafra, and I assure you, the vast majority of young northerners are in support of that referendum, so that we can define what Nigeria really is. So you can see it's some form of let down on the part of the elite. You see, when you talk about elite, if you say northern elite, it surprises me, because the northern elite and the southern elite are one and the same thing. The southern elite and the northern elite are one and the same thing. They only come to tell me they are protecting North because they don't want me to listen to you. And your own elite will tell you these northerners are cheating us because they don't want you to listen to me. But we don't see eye to eye with our own elite, just where you don't see eye to eye with us. You see, the degree of mistrust has gone deep. You can see this, now that you've spoken to me, you do understand that I don't have any ill agenda. It's something about nationhood and about me and you surviving. But some people still insist that we are pursuing something against them. You understand? Somebody who says, "Oh, my friend, you want to go? Please let us escort you peacefully," and you say, "No, I mean something else." That is the degree of trust implanted in us by those same elites we are talking about, which we have to remove. We already have a coalition, but we have not discussed this at that level. We have the coalition of northern of Nigerian youth, CNY. The Ohaneze is there. Ohaneze Youth Council Worldwide is there. Afeni Fere, OPC. We met in Lagos. Our maiden meeting was held in Lagos. In fact, the national president is in Lagos. I am the national publicity secretary. So you can see we used to agree at a certain level. You understand? We used to agree at a certain level, but it's not going to be easy because the elite have cornered the resources. They manipulate sources of information, which is why they can easily change narratives. They can easily tag Ipob terrorists so that we not talk to them. If we talk too much here, they will say we are Boko Haram. You understand? So you people will not talk to us. But I think there is certainly something is evolving.
This is shocking. This is shocking for Aziz to drop this heavy bomb on you. They easily tagged IPOB terrorists so that you won't talk to them. And these are the things your governors are utilizing. And you have the Fulefus compromising. And I've asked you a question. If the world can embrace IPOB, what right do you have as IPOB to deny yourself? You don't see that there is something wrong for somebody to call sit at home to tell the world you stand firm with your leader, and you have those that they have chosen to give out false information, to misinform you. Oh, that it will create economic hardship. And I ask you, they use COVID as an example to bottle you inside your homes. They even came and destroyed your commodities. These are the same people coming to tell you one day a week sit at home to reinforce to the world that you are with your leader. He says, unbearable. Do you see how they operate? Aziz just told you. And for a full-grown man, Igbo man, to tell you it is hardship, that will tell you the mentality of these politicians. You must chase them out. Let's continue with Aziz, because they told you why they are tagging IPOB terrorists. Listen to it.
Because they don't want you to listen to me. But we don't see eye to eye with our own elite, just when you don't see eye to eye with us. But we can agree. Look, okay, now that we have agreed to work against these manipulators, let us have a country. What country do we have? We want this country. Now, okay, let's give ourselves a look. These laws have all along been handed over to us either by colonial masters or by the military. And that is what we are saying. We want to waste money and want to waste resources and energy in reviewing. So we are saying you can't give a law to a people that are not agreed to one. You have to have a nation. That was our argument on the issue of restructuring. We say it's not about restructuring, it is getting the structure first. Let us get a structure, a standard structure, then we can restructure if we want. There may not even be need for restructuring if we have, because I'm telling you, since independence, since even the amalgamation, none of the regions have agreed to one. I'm telling you. We just cover up. We have never trusted ourselves. You see, this is why you can see for more than 60 years now, we are unable to produce a Nigerian president. It's always either a northern president. Now they are looking for Igbo president. You understand? The Yoruba is looking for a Yoruba president. Why can't we have a Nigerian president? Because we are not Nigerian. It's because we are not Nigerian. That's why we are not agitating for a Nigerian president. We don't believe in anything. It's a new generation thinking these people. We all know that we have a class of people that have manipulated the total available activity in the country. Even before independence, these people have been rotating power in various forms among themselves and their families, which certainly is because this is going to be a meeting point, a point of convergence. That look, we are quite sure the young people in the southeast, the vast majority of them are in support of Biafra, and I assure you, the vast majority of young northerners are in support of that referendum, so that we can define what Nigeria really is. So you can see it's some form of let down on the part of the elite. You see, when you talk about elite, if you say northern elite, it surprises me, because the northern elite and the southern elite are one and the same thing. The southern elite and the northern elite are one and the same thing. They only come to tell me they are protecting north, because they don't want me to listen to you. And your own elite will tell you these northerners are cheating us because they don't want you to listen to me. But we don't see eye to eye with our own elite, just when you don't see eye to eye with us. You see, the degree of mistrust has gone deep. You can see this, now that you've spoken to me, you do understand that I don't have any ill agenda. It's something about nationhood and about me and you surviving. But some people still insist that we are pursuing something against them. You understand? Somebody who says, "Oh, my friend, you want to go? Please let us escort you peacefully," and you say, "No, I mean something else." That is the degree of trust implanted in us by those same elites we are talking about, which we have to remove. We already have a coalition, but we have not discussed this at that level. We have.
Listen very carefully. Why they say IPOB is a terrorist? Listen very carefully.
The coalition of northern of Nigeria youth, CNY. The Ohaneze is there. Ohaneze Youth Council Worldwide is there. Afenifere, OPC. We met in Lagos. Our maiden meeting was held in Lagos. In fact, the national president is in Lagos. I am the national publicity secretary. So you can see we used to agree at a certain level. You understand? We used to agree at a certain level, but it's not going to be easy because the elite have cornered the resources. They manipulate sources of information, which is why they can easily change narratives. They can easily tag Ipob terrorists so that we will not talk to them. If we talk too much here, they will say we are Boko Haram. You understand? So you people will not talk to us. But I think there is certainly something is evolving that involves a new thinking. And that's what we will pursue. Nobody will say this type of thing will come easy. It won't. Because the most difficult part of it is to get you to agree. Is to get the South, for instance, to agree that we genuinely mean what we are saying. We are not saying they must go. You understand? But if someone would insist to the point of taking up arms, to the point of allowing himself to be killed, to the point of allowing himself to be arrested, insisting that he must leave, it means there is something deeper than what we are seeing. And unless he is allowed to speak out and he is made to believe that something is being done, or something has been agreed upon, you understand? It will continue. And that means we will never have Nigeria.
If that's not shocking, I don't know what else, then why you have a leader under arrest? Through extraordinary rendition. Those people that don't want you to know the truth, forces of darkness, they are still operating. And as we speak about our freedom, you see the way our people vision things. It's like counterculture. Many are calling for disintegration. The Oduduwas are doing the same thing. I just mentioned it to you. Middle Belt the same. Why then do you have these Biafran Efulefus still trying to convince you to work against IPOB? They are the ones that tagged IPOB terrorist organization to achieve their goal. And I'll remind you again, why is the international community embracing us? The price you command is your value. The respect IPOB commands internationally is the value they place on us. They know we know what we're doing. They know we have the brains. They know we mean no harm. And to see if they can slow us down, they paid millions to arrest our leader. Have they slowed us down? No. We must continue. We must continue. Freedom is for human beings. Animals quest for freedom. How much more human beings? The value you place on yourself determines the respect you are accorded. This is why the Fulanis bamboozle you around, because you have no morals, you have no value. You sell your son, you sell your own flesh and blood over money. You leave your family vulnerable over money. You disrespect your daughters over money. You lead your sons to be slaughtered by the Fulanis over money. And the same people will come and stand to talk to you about value of money. Isn't that ironic? We are telling you to sit down every Monday to ensure that your leader is released. Guess what? The same people whose commodities are being destroyed by the Fulanis, whose economic crops are being destroyed by the same Fulanis, are the same ones telling you that one day is too much. Because they have been paid to come and make that statement. And ask me the logic behind his statement. Non-existent. And they use Imo youth. And let me refresh your brain.
In as much as they have declared it at home, we have to take other factors into consideration.
In as much as they have. You had Suleiman, Aziz Suleiman, tell you the tagging of IPOB as a terrorist organization, and here is somebody tell you in as much as they have, they pitch you against your own brother and you carry out their mission. Money. Money. Nothing else but money.
One, the people that are sitting at home, what do they do for a living? An average Imo person is a business person. No wonder where is the business hub of Eastern Nigeria. And Eastern Nigeria is the business hub of Nigeria. By the order of sit at home, if we have adhered to that order, there will be an economic backwardness of the state. The state will lose revenue, individuals will lose income, and they will lose profit.
Oh, what an economist. What an economist. Yeah, where was he when the governors had everybody inside for 3 months? Do you see the brain of the deceivers? from Aziz Suleiman, you'll be surprised. When people, you wake up from sleep, will wake up and ask you, where have I been? And you say, you've been sleeping. Now their response is, I've been sleeping too long. I better wake up. But you that have not been sleeping, you are trying to go to sleep. And then the person you woke up will be asking you, hey, why did you wake me up just to go and start sleeping? That is the question. And that makes you start thinking otherwise. It is very pitiful. It's very pitiful. Very, very. That is what we've been going through. There must be sit at home every Monday. Every Monday until our leader is released. There will be the women that are backbone, and I'm proud of them. I will open the phone line as soon as the prayer group is done. I will open the phone line. So all of us must adhere to that instruction. Sit at home. It is for your benefit. It is sacrifice. It is pain. No pain, no gain. Nothing can just be handed to you in a platter of gold. And you cannot either continue to expect people to come and save you. Heaven helps those who help themselves. You cannot sit down with your legs crossed. And then you say, come and help me. You must be able to help yourself. You must be able to show the fire in you that you want to be free. All these people saying all these things and counter, what happens as we are getting Biafra very soon? What will be your fate? Shame. Shame. And then they will start to reveal who did what, who paid them. And you accepted the money. You accepted the money. I don't know when we are going to wake up. We're already up. For those that are sleeping, for those that are waiting for God to come down and manifest himself, I think they're dreaming. What you need, he has given to you. You rejected. You tried to sabotage the person sent to you, and you are looking for somebody else. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Alozie, and good evening from here, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, without taking much of your time. This is your brother, Pastor Jack, on the line in continuation with the prayer of Psalm as instructed by Mazi NNAMDI'S. Today we'll be reading and praying Psalm 72. Give the kings thy judgments, O God, and thy righteousness unto the king's son. He shall judge the people with righteousness, and thy poor with judgment. The mountain shall bring peace to the people, and the little hills by righteousness. Number 4, emphasis. He shall judge the poor of the people. He shall save the children of the needy, and shall break in pieces the oppressor. They shall fear thee as long as the sun and moon endure throughout all generations. He shall come down like rain upon the mown grass, as showers that water the earth. In his day shall righteousness flourish, and abundance of peace, so long as the moon endureth. He shall have dominion also from the sea to sea, and from the river unto the ends of the earth. They that wait in the wilderness shall bow before him, and his enemies shall lick the dust. The kings of Tarshish and of the Isle shall bring presents. The king of Sheba and Saba shall offer gifts. Yea, all kings shall fall down before him. All nations shall serve him. For he shall deliver the needy when he crieth, the poor also, and him that had no helper. He shall spare the souls of the needy. He shall redeem their soul. Deceit and violence and precious shall their blood be in his sight. And he shall live, and to him shall be given of the God of Sheba. Prayer also shall be made for him continually, and daily shall he be praised. There shall be an handful of corn in the earth upon the top of the mountains. The fruit thereof shall shake like Lebanon, and they of the city shall flourish like grass of the earth. His name shall endure forever. His name shall be continued as long as the sun, and men shall be blessed in him. All nations shall call him blessed. Blessed be the God of Israel, who only doeth wondrous things. And blessed be his glorious name forever, and let the whole earth be filled with his glory. Amen and amen. This is the prayer of David, the son of Jesse. And as I said, our emphasis is on the verse 4 of Psalm 72. So he shall judge the poor of the people. He shall save the children of the needy, and shall break in pieces the oppressor. The oppressor is where we are laying emphasis, praying against them this evening. The God Chukwuemeka, the maker of heaven and earth, the creator and the author of man and universe. We come before you, Elohim. He said, we shall call unto you, you will answer us. You will show us great and mighty things which we know it not. Father, we come before you this hour, because we lift up our eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh our help. Our help shall come from Chukwuemeka, the maker of heaven and earth. Lord, wheresoever they been oppressing us right from decades immemorial. We are to break them in pieces. Pressure against your children, internally and externally. Both the people from the inside, both the people from the outside, both the people from Biafra land, both the politicians, both British, every power playing inside and outside our land that have continued to oppress your people, Lord Father, we pray this hour, may they receive their own reward. May you shatter them in pieces. King of glory, Adonai, Ancient of Days, we are calling on you because we know anything we ask shall be granted. Father, Lord, King of glory, Ancient of Days, put enemy shame, our oppressor, destroy them in time. Adonai, Ancient of Days, come and make name for yourself. We believe in thee. We put our trust in thee. Who is it that saith a thing coming to pass where you said no? Nobody, Father. That is why we are coming unto you. We have continued to pray. We have continued to petition you. Lord, as your son David continue to do in his own time. Come and fight the battle. Because nobody can battle with the Lord. We ask you to come and battle the oppressors in our midst, outside Biafra land, that have continued wanting never to let us go. Lord, destroy them in pieces. May they be shattered. Every bond that is holding them together, destroy them as they have come to vow. They have gathered in the name of politicians or whatsoever to continue to keep us in bondage. But today, by the reason of our supplication, destroy them. May the evil plan fail. Continue to ingrace Biafra. Continue to lead us and grant our desire, which is Biafra on earth. We commit our heavenly leader before thee. Lord, make him strong. Be with him, Lord, as he have continued. El Shaddai puts confusion, puts fight in the camp of the enemies, that they will begin to destroy and kill and serve. And Lord, lead your children into that promised land. Protect and guide your servant, Mazi Kanu, as I decree the freedom of your servant you brought for this singular purpose. And also the restoration of Biafra in our time. Blessed be your name for prayer answered. See, hear it any time will come to you. To thee alone be all the glory. For in the name of Jesus, praise. He said, Mazi, Dr. Alozie, thank you very much. That is just all I have for today. Thank you and God bless Biafra.
God bless you too. Thank you very much. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. You see the extent we have gone. All these things must come to pass. We must be free. We must be free, must be by our own will. Our leader must be released unconditionally. Holding him does you no good. But there are more that are behind him. You have witnessed it, you've seen it. You don't need to be told. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mazi Alozie. May Elohim, Chifu Okike Adama bless you. Bless our leader, Mazi NNAMDI'S. Bless all the personal officers who are working assiduously in righteous plans to restore the kingdom of God on earth. I am Mazi Chukwuemeka. I am from Abadan, Wangele local government. I am calling from my location. Mazi, may Elohim be praised. For yesterday, Monday, Elohim proved himself. Mazi, for the clip that you put, yes, such a thing can come. Because our leader said it. In time, these people, they are going to show themselves one by one. These people that call themselves, some people that call themselves Igbo men or Igbo people, they are not Igbo. I am telling it. I am saying it, Mazi. I am saying it. Let me speak this in an Igbo language because Igbo can't say Wi-Fi now, particularly now for us now. And when they know here now, Igbo now for Igbo. Simple. When they know Igbo, atụpụ nta ha mere ife ahụ dị iche atụpụ ha n'obodo ha gba n'obodo ọzọ ga-eme establish ụmụ ha etosigo the evil their father committee can eso ụmụ fa up to now. Whenever they speak, you will know. Enwere cold Igbo man nwụrala nne kwụbara ọtọ nna nna ya kwụbara aka ụtọ ganụ ihe gbasara Biafra okwutuwe fọdụ ya no ndị a niile na-eweta kanta production niile kanta product niile among ihe a na-eme Mazi any investigate of person and their part wee ihe a committed against the land. The abomination can esi here by this time around they will not stop this because Biafra is not ihe ndị Igbo. Biafra abụrụ ihe ndị Igbo ndị a na-eme claim ndị Igbo.
Mazi,
Christ has come as a lamb. He cannot come as a lamb again. He will come as a judgment. Christ will come as a war. Christ will come as a fire. And therefore he will come as a war. And therefore will come as a judgment. And therefore will come as a righteousness. Let them take it or not. That is Biafra. That's why the whole world is falling scatter because of Biafra. But this time around, they are going to see that Mazi Chukwuemeka is a man called by God in the midst of trillions of people, or in the midst of trillions of men. It's only one man that God used to choose whenever he wants to choose and do whatever he wants to do. And nobody will stop it. We have said it and we have said it. And nobody will stop it. See this speaker from 15th this Monday. He's going to say, Mazi Chukwuemeka and don't want to hire that's it. Onye ọgwụgwọ mgburu ntikiri ọsọ dị ka tenti na-enwere ife na-eme where you die you are die. Ajụjụ a na-egbu mmadụ ajụjụ enwere ha na-egbu ajụjụ mana iji aka gị gbuo onwe gị igbuo onwe gị iji aka gị gbuo onwe gị gbuo onwe gị unu na-azụ aka ndị Igbo unu so na-azụ aka ka ike unu zụtanwụrụ unu enwere seaport River Niger na-ekpochara akpụcha enwe ship na-aga ya unu nwere itanji ọ na-arụ ọrụ unu nwere kọmpanị o mechichiri echichi unu ndị Igbo unu na-akwụ elu kwụchasụ group niile nwe ala Igbo aka ikenge Igbo ekule Igbo amaka Igbo amamma ike niile nwere ka unu wee bara uru kọba ihe ndị group niile unu nwere kọs abụmọnụ na-megidekwa ruo n'ebe ndị Igbo ruo na igwe ndị Igwe niile na ala Igbo na-nweta problem kọs n'isi ha abụmọnụ n'isi ha only Biafra will save us and Biafra nobody will stop it. Mazi Alozie, may Elohim bless you. God bless you.
Well put across, and most of the time we address our people in English. Biafra is not Igbo alone. So on Thursdays we have now waiting to happen. On Sundays we have now waiting to happen. If for any reason you're even injecting your language, it should be of a very limited amount so that those we are addressing can understand what we are saying. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi Alozie.
Good morning from here.
Hello?
Yeah, we are listening to you. Go ahead, we are listening.
Okay. My name is Chukwuemeka. I'm a native of the Chicago, Biafra land. I give to Mazi Alozie. I give to my leader, our leader, Mazi NNAMDI'S, Kanu, for a time like this. I want to start from the man talking from Owerri. I think this man's name supposed to be announced. His village supposed to be announced so that people will visit him and give him what he needs. These are some of all of the criminals that Fulani are using to destroy this Igbo race is one of them. This man's name is supposed to be announced, including his village and his town, so that he will get what he wants. I thank God our leaders have come with the truth. And in the northern side, those who understand the truth have taken it. On the western side, those who know the truth have to be taking it. No matter how long it takes, the truth must be preserved at the end of the whole thing. If not NNAMDI Kanu, what is this country called Nigeria will be in next 10, 20 years? A country where criminals are ruling the country, where terrorists are ruling a country, and they are still living, calling themselves a country, calling themselves one Nigeria. That man from the north, you play the clip. God will bless that man. I hope they will resist any force that will try to pull them down. As IPOB is fighting on our own side, so that at the end, everybody will free from the bondage of British in the name of one Nigeria. Thank you very much. All right, Biafra.
Biafra, thank you, Mazi. The honest aspect of it is that whoever the spokesperson is making the statement, they know who he is. That's his problem. We don't chase after people. We don't go after people. Whatever he said, that's an agent. He played the role of an agent. So we just bring out his evil mission for people to know. So the people know him, they know who he is. That's their problem. But our job is to expose evil when we see one. So for him coming to make such deceitful proclamations is to show you how people behave, how people work, how people in face of problem, they work against progress. It depends on who accepted his message. The sit-at-home was successful, and he saw it. So that was a patch-up work. Caller, your name and
Mazi Alozie, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Thank you, Mazi Alozie. We just go to and I'm calling you from my Mazi Alozie. Number one thing I want to say is about our keke drivers. All our people that buy keke, give people, make people the drive for high purchase. Come free. As you buy the keke, give the guy. Monday night, coming Monday, it is 15th. We are going to have a sit down. Remove that day for your keke driver operator. Anybody will buy keke, give anybody, make it a person the driver for him, for our purchase. We are having a sit down, August 15th. Monday night, they are coming Monday. Remove that day for that person. That is my number one. My number two is this. Our women, where they sell market for Wedral and Douglas. Anywhere along that place where it is market, respect yourself. Respect yourself. Mama, respect yourself. Sister Mama, put respect yourself. And the way they sell apple and the banana, respect yourself. Mazi, if somebody call you, tell you, say, IPOB don't cancel sit at home on Monday 15th. If you know here and for Radio Biafra, na lie is this. Anybody will put Kanu. You know hear the message for Radio Biafra, they will not let me to the person alive. Mazi Chukwuemeka, now here is the highest news that is happening. They have started sharing 50 million naira to all the chairmen for market. Mazi Chukwuemeka, make I say it again. Pay for my will piano, who is near Ipob, and the Anumpama of Enugu State have started sharing 50 million to all the market chairman. Now again, listen to me. Any market chairman, if you collect this money, you have collected the blood of your people, and you will not live to eat it. To reject that money now, they bring that money today. This is latest happening now. They have all the PGs. They are giving them 10 million. That is the latest thing now. Like right now, is now the latest update. If you collect that money, you will not live to eat it. Market chairman. On a German market, chairman, do not collect that money. On a German market, don't collect that money. Do not. If you take that money, if you open that market, you will not live to eat that money. Let me tell you, you will not live to eat that money. Man, all the youth leaders, they have promised them 5 million. That is their own list. I have the list as I'm talking to you now. I'm going to repeat myself. My first thing, submission, is about our people, whereby they can help us to give our brothers. Come on, now, come to a food. Remove Monday for them. Pack your ticket, wash your ticket and pack it. Number 2, our women where they sell market, so respect yourself. Mama put respect yourself. You where they sell vegetables, sell apple, respect yourself. Anything will happen to any of our members or any Biafran will die because you open your shop. Nigerian police come here, come kill you. Now you say na IPO. That place, no market again. You have to close that market entirely for your life. Number two, they have started sharing money. All the market chairman, they are giving them 15 million naira. All the PGs, they are giving them money. All the youth leaders, they are giving them money. If you collect that money, from Owilobiano, if you collect that money from OKC or from there for my, you will not live to eat that money. Desist from that. Use Monday, Vera Biafra. Where Monday settle all Biafra. Settle Biafra with Monday. Stay in your house. You where they stay inside the house, they do video. If they look for who you do video, get in face. Be very careful, otherwise you go see yourself inside the hospital bed or inside mortuary. Now you go choose where you will go. Press your phone in your house and read the Psalms for our leader, Mazi Kanu. Pray as he has asked you to pray. Pray for him. Do not make a video to see somebody from the road. If you want to cover a report, cover within your vicinity. Talk within you see. Mazi, may God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll comment on that in time permits. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yes, Mazi, they hear me, sir.
They hear you.
Okay. Mazi, our radio has stopped starting. Mazi, the speaker, you can not that before they die after. So I can them. And I to me to you tell now. Who tell now, Manapana? Here, who many years today, you hold Biafrans all over the world. There's a piece of security and continue to deal with every one of us. We are looking for we are taking our own land. We are not looking for anybody's land. Therefore, United Nations has failed us. Every nation, every organization in this world has failed us. We have to take our own land by ourselves. Every Biafra, just listen to Mazi Chukwuemeka. Just let nobody make any stubborn for Mazi Chukwuemeka because Mazi Chukwuemeka is there from Chukwuemeka to make sure that our leader comes out. Because what we want is for our leader to come out. Just I am telling you because you need this Taliban. If they delay the release of our leader, and this of our government, they want us to kill them, but we will not kill them yet. So I mean, from now to that Monday, if we do not release our leader, we never see another side where we will take command. Because we don't show you people say that's war. We know the guy. We know they're afraid of war. We will contend with your people that are all over the world. See the message of the creator himself to go to Canada. Upon one of Deuteronomy, chapter 8. Let's study this is our land. Mazi Chukwuemeka Alozie. Just before United Nations and every human being on this planet Earth. Mazi Chukwuemeka Alozie, Deuteronomy chapter 8. Every time I think we can't Biafra, we are going as a people. According to Biafra, the Deuteronomy chapter 30 from verse 1 to end. Then you say again, Mazi Alozie, King Ayewade, appeal the ticket chapter 3. Mazi Alozie, release our leaders for us. I don't get the chapter for more. According to Biafra, Matthew chapter 25, Biafra, anywhere where you there. Matthew chapter 25, because if he comes tomorrow, if he comes tonight, because we not going to leave this land, this is when we can leave this land to anybody else. You saw this leader when we get for this person. We're going to power, but I can't. All these governors, all the agents in that land, not as person that says, not release our leaders to follow. Because we are new people going to this kind of protect that. Let's have the Paula to go to Captain, what's the money of Cata? What's the couple of all the one? To turn over a sister Cuba, the woman that, this to turn over the desert guitar put up. Yeah, he's like a man. You are not going to do the man and them go like no need. Now for now, yeah, man, no bastard can stop us. I come there to Mazi. I am a second come down. I am Biafra.
Caller, your name and where you calling from. Good morning from here. Welcome. Go ahead. We are listening.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, my name is Mazi, my man, Ugonye Jaka. I am the national PRO of Ipob here in United States of America. I reside here in Washington, D.C., but I'm from Amibo. Amibo in Olo. Amibo is the home of the tiger, and Amibo is the home of King Daga. Mazi, I thank you for the good job you do, and I thank God Almighty for Mazi NNAMDI'S. Yes, Mazi, I thank all our boys. I thank all the Biafrans, for how they have shown Nigeria that we are the owner of our land. I thank them also for showing the so-called politicians, the senators, the governors, all the political people, the people that call themselves that they are the leaders, showing them that it is the Biafran, the grassroots, we are the one that own our land. It is not them. We are the people that determine what will happen in our land, not them. So they let them just have it, because when we have determined that we are going to put them out, then we can do anything that we want to do. Anyway, I want to let the people, all the people who have been yapping and talking, let them know exactly why we have sit at home. And the reason why we have sit at home is that one, NNAMDI Kanu is the leader of the Biafrans. NNAMDI Kanu did not commit any crime. NNAMDI Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya and then put in the jail for nothing. The people that have committed crimes, the Boko Haram and the Fulani herdsmen, they are still walking around and nobody is in the jail. So NNAMDI Kanu is locked up. And this is the reason why we are agitating, and this is the reason why we have the sit at home. We have the sit at home because we have been marginalized. We have the sit at home because look at all the youth. They went to university and they graduated, and then there is no employment for them. And then NNAMDI Kanu was speaking for them, and then they shut NNAMDI Kanu up, and they shut the youth up, and then they put NNAMDI Kanu in jail. We are agitating because there is no electricity. We are agitating because the Fulanis have been killing us. They are in our bush and they are destroying us and killing us. The army and the police in the Fulani uniform, the Fulanis in the army uniform, that is the Boko Haram, the herdsmen, the jihadists, the terrorists that are in the uniform of Nigerian police and army. They are killing us. They are throwing bombs in Olo. They are destroying us. They don't even care. This is the reason why we are sitting at home.
We are sitting at home until they release NNAMDI Kanu. We are sitting at home because you don't have good hospital. We are sitting at home because you don't have even seaport, you don't have airport. There is nothing that you have in Biafra land. They are telling you they come all the way to kill you when there is no crisis in our land. There is no terrorism, there is no fighting in our land. But they decided just to bring the repentant Boko Haram in Nigeria uniform, military uniform, to come and kill you. This is the reason why we are doing this. So for the people who are still talking about business, you have to be alive before you talk about business. So I am telling you, if you can stay home during the COVID-19, more than 6 months, and this thing, you stay home all 8 months without even doing anything, and then you didn't die. It is not now that we are demanding for them to release our NNAMDI Kanu that you're going to say, oh no, that you're not going to stay home. So if you're not staying home, that means that you are the people, you are complicit to the people that were killed. All the people that have been killed, from 67 to 70, millions and millions of your youth, more than 5 million to 6 million people that have been killed in a form of genocide, intentional extermination. You are among them. You are the one that has caused it, and we will see you as an enemy. If you don't start home, you are the enemy of Biafra. You are, among the things that have been happening to us. So we're going to do whatever we can do to protect ourselves from you and protect ourselves from the enemies. I am calling upon the people that are here in the United States. If you know that you're not going to sit at home, you are in the United States. For the people that are sitting at home in Biafra land, then we have to do our own here. And what are we going to do? We have to do our own by contributing money, in order just to help our Eastern Security Network. The people that are guiding us, the people that are protecting us, this is the security of the people. So we are going to donate. Anybody, you have to bring the money. Keep your hand in your pocket. If you can go to the church and donate some money and give to the church and give to the pastor to buy his private jet, then definitely you can donate money for your life. The people who are securing your life, you must surely donate money. The money that you are donating is not only for security. We are donating this money because you have the lawyers and you have the attorneys that are there advocating for NNAMDI Kanu. You have the attorneys that are there. We have the cases that are going on in the United States of America. We have the case that is going on in Kenya and the case that is going on in Britain. All these cases that are going on, it is money that we need for that. And not only that, then we need money for the transmission. This radio. Because the thing is that when you hear the word of wisdom that comes from Radio Biafra, then it will change your life. So we are calling you to donate so that we can put transmitter everywhere and people will hear. Because when a lot of people continue hearing this, then Biafra will be here very soon. And I want to tell you, if you want to do this, it's very simple. It's not complicated because you have your cell phone in your hand. That cell phone you have in the hand, what you have to do is go to Google. Go to Google and type. Only the thing you have to do is just to type www.ipobnusa.org. It is one word. www.ipobnusa.org/donate. www.ipobnusa.org/donate. Simple, not complicated. When you open it up, then you will see where they say donate. And then they will give you the list of the bank. That is the routing number, and anywhere they will instruct you on how to donate. So when you go over there, you can donate. Because even the account that we have in that website, this is the account that is authorized by Mazi Chukwuemeka, and it is endorsed by Mazi Chukwuemeka. So it is authentic. Go ahead and donate so that you can save the life of Biafra. Mazi, thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The call number is +1484767 0848 +1484767 0848. When we look at the issues, we stand firm. We stand firm. And when we stand firm, we don't move. We don't move. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
From WhatsApp, Poland. I remember that, okay?
And I heard from Omar precisely in Olo, province of Biafra land. Mazi, may your tomorrow always be better than your today. Onion remains our leader, no matter the incarceration where he is. And my thumb up to our DOS, fanaticals, that's all over the world. Yeah, Mazi, one after the other. About the Ogidi news chairman that is ranting his mouth. I just want to let him know one thing, even the one in Imo State, that before our leaders' incarcerations, our dragon flag has been raised. And you and I knows and understand the meaning of that. Many people have gone down, and many people are still going down. Many people will still go down in this struggle. So we are keeping a record of all of them. We are keeping exactly the what? Like, okay, look at the idiot from Imo State too. That the so-called spring cat governor they put there, was he there where he asked people from Imo State to come to work, the civil servant. Those civil servants he had to come to work yesterday. Also, but were you in the Imo State House, in council house? Let me see, it's a council house. Was he there? Why did he start the place? Because only those last yet. Why did he come there? Why did he did not come there yesterday? These are the idiots in our land. Look at what you read today. You will pay the price if anything happened to any herdsman. And still, you saw our people. When we tell our people that our problem is our own people, Obiano was there telling everybody that if a herdsman kill you, you kill them, you pay 500. That is the worth of any person from Omombra. They less than 100 or $1,000. And he saw some people from Umbise, from Obonyi, some part of state. He saw the children, he saw the governors on my head, terrorizing our people. Because you see some area, they claim their farm, their namas were killed, their cars were killed. And the people will contribute millions and give to these people. But they forget the genocide war of 1967 to 1970. We suffered Kwachoka more than 10. Before the war, we read that Biafra were 14 million. But after the war, I think it's about 4 million that remain. They killed more than 10 million. Who compensated Biafrans? Man, did that 3 arms? Was anyone observed? Did they follow anyone? Did they obey anyone? That their 3 arms. Who paid the compensation? Or even our money they seized, or Awolowo, he's still alive today. And they gave our people 20 pounds or whatever they call it. And this time, up to this day and time we are in, despite everything that has happened since after the war, since 1976, they found their hand. What have we benefited? Then you see one idiot that come out blabbing. Our problem is our people. They are killing the person that is serving them. This is why they went and paid 1 billion. That 1 billion, can't they use it and do road? They contributed money and gave that money to rendition our leader, which is the British government and Kenyan government. And they think we are happy. Do they think we are happy, Mazi? Certain things will be left the way it is for now. But what we are telling all of them, in any way, shape, or form, you have sabotaged this struggle because we are a nation. That Judas reward awaits all of you. There's no regret. And we are not threatening you, but we are telling you what is before. Of course, most of you are here. If you are not seeing, you are hearing. Let them continue. And you idiots, if you like, come out on 16th again. Come out. Makachineke, all of you should come out. I love it. Be aware on one. Collect money, do whatever you like. I heard what our brother just said. If you are nowhere, the idiot can give you 10,000, 1,000. COVID-19 is an example. Everybody saw it. Just one day, cannot keep one day. God will punish all of them. Mazi, I demand a think of getting very annoyed now. That was
Thank you. Thank you very much. They are paying you 10 million. They are paying you whatever they are paying you. The same blood money. And you're part of the problem. And you accept it, you will account for it.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning to all Biafrans. For those of them that are talking about business. In 2013, Dangote, the richest man for them in Africa, was supposed to have built his refinery. Nobodana upon that is in Ipob. The whole community of that village basically donated, we are willing to donate his land for Dangote to build his refinery. But because Biafra is Biafra, he relocated this refinery to Lagos and basically sand-filled ocean to build this refinery. And NNPC, with the money that comes from the resources of Imo State and on, this Imo State, you put that oil that is everywhere, but you don't have roads to go there for Imo State people. They use your $1 billion US and gave Dangote for refinery to build this thing that should have costed 3.3 billion USD in 2013. But because we are Biafrans, he refused to create that job in Biafran land so that we won't get employed, and he took it to Lagos. Today, he's owing 8.4 billion, and the project is not done. So what am I saying? I'm speaking in tongues this morning to tell everybody that is looking towards money. They are giving you 50,000, they are giving you 2,000, they are giving you 1 million, whatever they are giving you in Naira. But the Fulani man is there getting an advance of 1 billion for a project he hasn't started. And then they promise and guarantee to buy 2.8 billion in crude oil supply. Give him supply of your own oil. Way from that riverine area. That is from riverine area and you're from, or where the area from, wherever the oil comes from, over there. So your money, your life today and your grandchildren's life tomorrow, and your unborn children forever, 8.4 billion of your own money are there. And they are telling you to come and trade banana that is 50 naira banana and 100 naira whatever that you're selling in the market. Look, this is our platform. I cannot thank Onyendu enough that we're able to gather every morning, afternoon, and night and hear what is happening around us. I thank all of us for coming out, for doing what we did. Even though they are saying Ibocha didn't do well, my report yesterday, Ibocha did more than well. So does every other place. On Monday coming, Onyendu has done his part. Onyendu, give me instruction. Tell me what to do. I will do whatever you tell me to do. I will die for Onyendu. I will do all of that. Now is the period. So, David, thank you for what you're doing for all of us. Thank you for everything. And I urge all Biafrans, continue to do what you're doing. We are great. And don't forget Twitter. Don't forget Onyendu and Twitter. Please. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, David.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Okay. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Good evening, Mazi Alozie, calling from London.
Welcome.
Yes. Mazi Alozie, because I hear okay, sorry, just call a couple of minutes ago. Okay, please call me because I lost your telephone number. I don't have it now. I don't know how you disappear. I want to speak to you, okay? Okay, sorry. Mazi Alozie, as we are preparing for our mothers trying to come to UK to demonstrate, I don't really like demonstration because the language the demons understand is a language of force. Give them force. destroy them. That's what I believe on. But it's okay. They came to demonstrate. I just want to they have to try to make it a little bit more attractive, make it expose it in the internet whereby people will know that they are coming. Let the date be the date, so they have to be sure before they advertise it. People who run, I have forgotten the name it is called. You know, like when you come to a place, you don't want to lodge in a hotel. You want to stay whereby you can stay there and like 1 week, and you can cook food for yourself. Our people who do this sort of thing should get involved, but they must pass through our system in order to apply for it, because some criminals should manipulate on it, so that whenever you're coming here, you know you don't want to stay in the hotel. You stay comfortably where you can stay. Americans are doing it here. Australians and Canadians are doing it, although they have their people, including the Indians. So it is not a must. You must stay in hotel. But I'm not close to the people. I work for them, but I'm not close to them. You know. So let's find a way. If there is a way we can do it, so that our people who want to come down to UK can be able to get that sort of service in a cheaper rate. So let's see how we're gonna put it in place. And somebody who are in that field, Biafrans who are in that field, should register that okay, he can support in this field in what do you call it? But my English is very terrible. You know, you need a bit of the price here now to make the price cheaper for them, so that when they come here, they should be able to do that. Can I thank our people who observe yesterday sit at home? Please, if you are Onitsha did very well. You go for Onitsha, you did very well. Thank you very much. We will do. We all are brought up in Onitsha. Forget about this confusion they are bringing. We love Onitsha so much because Onitsha is where we started. We want Onitsha to be the best, better than you China. There is no way we can allow you to develop more than our own country. You know, it's not. It doesn't work like that. We want Onitsha to look the best, and people who live around Onitsha have to benefit the fruit of Onitsha. If they give you money, any politician who gives you money now, Biafrans, listen to me, are you stupid? They give you money, this is what you get. You take the money, you put in your pocket. Before they pass through your gate, you hit them in the head so they can die. So tomorrow they shouldn't deceive you. If Dangote a criminal, for the past 2 years I have been talking about Dangote, people are surprised. In UK here, I don't know whether Dangote have already got to the radio station I talk and go and bribe them and tell them Google should not speak here. Dangote is a criminal. He is a funny man who have no, when Biafra come, you gotta take Dangote 3 months only to become the poorest person on earth. He's benefiting from you Biafran. Why should Dangote be a rich man in Africa? Why should a funny man be a rich man in Africa? And I told all Biafran politicians, this is an opportunity whereby I got lost and I lost target for a long time. You are a politician. This is a time I got only a very long time. You got to go. Where is the money for where in the north? Where do they keep money for oil? Where do they keep money for gold? Keta can give only a politician kasi nakai tiendia eba. Mazi Chukwuemeka have been Kennedy have a problem. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you very much. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Good morning from here.
Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, that I gave you the strength to be out every day to promulgate this very Biafra. I thank God as well for the life of everybody, the whole of Biafra and the whole activity throughout the whole world, and especially Mazi Kanu, where he is now, that the angel of the Lord will be around him. Whatever they do to him, they will survive at all of it. They will never succeed. You see, our leader will survive that situation, come out, and will come out victorious today. In the name of Elohim, Almighty God, I pray. Mazi Alozie, there is something the other one guy about the fourth speaker said about these people, these governors, the money they are sharing to market chairmen and the assistants. Yes, you know that they are not sleeping. And they will never like to, to disappoint their masters. Them being too pets, they will never like to disappoint their masters. But at the same time, shame unto that very person, that market master or market whatsoever, or that youth that will collect money and is continue suffering. Because 1970 was better than 1980. 1980 was better than 1990. 1990 was better than 90. Was better than 2000. And it will continue like this as far as this is key thieves. And you people call it them leaders. They are not the killers as far as they are still ruling you people. So shame on you that you collect that money and you continue suffering. When I was growing up after the war, I saw tap. There was a tap in my village. Where are the taps now? Are we going front or going back? These people are not taking you people in the front. You should reject them. Forget about them. Know that they are killing you people. They are killing you people. And there's something somebody said last time, we were saying in our radio. He said that after the war, they gave our people 2020. Not they gave our people. It's any amount you have in the account. Not everybody to take succeed. I want to correct that information now. Not every family they gave 2020. It's any amount, even if you have 1 million in your account, as a good man, as a better man, what you are entitled for is only 20 pounds. The other one is for tickets. Look at how they suffered you, your fathers, and now you still want them to continue to suffer you people. You could remember when I said months ago, before the unknown government came out, he said that it is these people that are holding us. And by the time you continue leaving them. DOS, no, you are hearing me. By the time you continue leaving these politicians, then they will continue to kill us, and we are not going to achieve this Biafra. Let us do something once for all. Jerry Rollins did not hide when he did what he did in Ghana, and the Ghana was okay today. He did not hide. He did it, and it came out that he was the one that did it. Let us do something. I am saying let us do something. Apart from that, this Biafra will be hard for us to achieve it, because these people doesn't want to sleep. I said it now. Maybe in future people will remember me. My name is Njidem Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm calling from USA. From Igbo land, from Igbo Biafra land. God, thank you, people. So remember this thing now and put it in practice, please. And God bless all of us.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, your name and where you're calling from. Call on your name and where you're calling from.
Everybody, good evening, sir.
Welcome.
You just called me Mr. Chukwuemeka. Today is just a lot of freedom. Good evening, my lovely father, Mazi Kanu, wherever you are, I love you. And the Excellency gave out a testimony from one of our unit members down here in Uganda. He just called me that should help him, thank God, let the Biafrans know that he almost arrested yesterday's instruction, and he was hit down by a serious undetermined, I don't know how to put it, that he never knew what struck him down when he woke up early morning and was about to engage himself in an unnecessary movement. And his eyes began to turn him, he felt like he's dying. So when he forced himself out, he couldn't do it, so he had to come back home. So on the way coming home, calling the wife to tell her how she's feeling. So a woman met her and said, but you remember that you need to rest. Today you don't need to go out. So his memory called that he had to go back home. As he went back home, he lied down. Waking up, he could not feel those around and those business again. He became too strong. So I said, let me tell Biafrans all over the whole world that if you are not called, you are not called. And if you are called, you are called. You have to be careful the way you move around. This is one of the good testimonies to us. And not just only that, there's something I asked you the other time to help me do. It has to do with our women, our mommy that came up last weekend. You know, there is a name of a lady from France that they talked about. So I needed to know if I can get lay down, steps on how to track the name and the information so that I can, work on that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Biafrans. Bye for now. Bye, sir. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you, Mazi Alozie. Thank you, Mazi Alozie. Mazi Alozie. Udochukwu Kikaja, my head, Mazi Alozie. Mazi Alozie, in Anihim, can you hear me live and direct?
Yes, we are hearing you. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mazi Alozie. Mazi Alozie, the breaking news is that these people are sharing 50 million, and since we got the information, we have asked all our media people to move into action. We are all looking for the addresses of all the market chairmen. So let them be very, very careful. Let them reject that money. They will not take that money. All their addresses, all the residential addresses of all the market chairmen in the Biafra land, we have taken it down. We are closely monitoring the situation about this money that Dave Umahi is about to share, which we know they are not. So none of them will take this money and they will not enjoy it. They will not live to enjoy the money. They will not even see the money that they are about to collect. That is number one. We are seriously following the matter. We are monitoring it. It is from a direct source. So my number two submission that is very important is that on the 16th of August, we are going to have a very serious shutdown. And this shutdown, if anybody come up to tell you that this shutdown has been postponed, please do not listen to that person unless you hear it here on Radio Biafra, which is the only place where we worship Kitiko Pikajama, where we hear the direct information. Marvin, this is the best journalism you have in the world. It's in Radio Biafra because it is a type of broadcast where you cannot see any lies. Just the news I'm telling you now, that I had a sharing money just broke up. And we are having a very serious, close monitoring of the money. As soon as they dispatch the money, we will know. As soon as they start sharing the money, we will know. And we will go after them, one after the other. To stop these market chairmen from collecting the money. To stop all the road transport chairmen from collecting the money. To stop all the PGs from collecting the money. We are also going to stop all the youth leaders whom they have instructed on what to do. We are going to stop them by all means. So anybody in Azria, everybody in Azria, give me onye Biafra umwa, need you shikegi, because I have a Singapore game pota. If I have a give me a bagara bar, Madam Weber. After me, you have make a water that may I have here back on Waga, you know what I did. I want to give you a shot, it's a man market, again, I may pay. nwaanyị ahụ mepere ahịa ụlọ eresigo ebe ahụ fọrọ ebe ahụ ebe a onwezi onye ga-azụ ahịa nke ahụ ọzọ maka chairman ụlọ gị na adreesị gị ọ na-anyị n'aka gị na nwunye gị ndị nwunye ndị ụmụ nwaanyị anyị ndị nna di unu gwakwa ndị dị uru maka na unu a ga-ata afụfụ ya ọdụ ọ ga-anọ n'iri uju ọdụ ọ ga-awụ nwaanyị mkpe tụkwasị dị gị ma ọkwụ ya bụ ya ọ bụrụ na di gị ka dị gị mkpa ma ọkwụ ya bụ ya dị ya nakara ndị ego a anakọtala ebumahi ego a do not collect this money from the ebumahi do not collect this money from Willie Obiano. Mazi, may God bless you. Thank you. As the news continue breaking, we will be updating you people about the bribe actually. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bribery, for what? So that the sit-at-home will not take place? Or bribery so that our leader will continue to be detained? They will be the most foolish people to put themselves in that predicament. Why are they bribing you? So that the people will come out and buy and sell? That means they are responsible for what is happening to our leader. If they can go to the extent, even as we tell them that they are the ones that betrayed him, they are confirming it by trying to bribe for you not to come out and say, release your leader. That's what it means. They are trying to bribe you so that you can suppress all those trying to express their will. Let me tell you something. You're bribing or you're not bribing. That's your problem. No market leader or youth leader can come out to say they are working for Biafra and they are turning around collecting money from the politicians. You are worse than the people we are accusing. You are worse than them. Because for you to know you still indulge in it, you are a criminal.
Good morning, Mazi Alozie. Mazi Alozie, let me turn off my radio.
Go ahead.
Just a second. Mazi Alozie, there's a brother who keeps calling to ask about Joan of Arc. And I would like to explain that to him if he's still around his radio and can take notes. The lady that we spoke about last Saturday, his name is Joan, Joan, of Arc, A-R-C. Joan of Arc is this young lady during the 100-year war between Britain and France, who helped France to reclaim its sovereignty and freedom. A young lady at about age 16 and 17 joined the army of France. And why she joined the army of France was because she said that St. Michael the Archangel appeared to her in a dream. And also St. Catherine of Siena appeared to her in a dream and told her to join the war, to fight for her people to be free from the oppression that Britain was giving to them at that time. So she joined the army, and I will send you, I think I've sent you the photographs of this lady. She is dressed in full army with her sword. She fought in the battlefield with her people. And that's what we were encouraging our young men and especially our young women to do, is to know that this battle, you have been called to this battle, to battle for Biafra. Because if you know you are alive today and well and you're able-bodied and you're in Biafra land and you're a woman who can fight, Listen to God. Listen to your heart. If God has called you to join the battle in any form or shape, you must do so, because this young lady helped liberate her people. Listen, if you cannot listen to what God is telling you in your heart, if you cannot fulfill the spirit that God has put inside of you, you are dead. You are good as dead anyway. If you want to just watch and say, well, we can't do anything, and you sit there and the Fulani, dirty Fulani herdsmen come into your house and abduct you and rape you or kill you or kill your family because she said, well, I'm just a woman, that will be what God will ask you when we people who understand that there is a heaven. When you get there, God will ask you. So, when I told you to join the army of Biafra, what did you do? So this young lady died at about age 19, but before she died, she was able to accomplish the task that God has given her, and that was to help liberate France from Britain. And after 100 years of warring with Britain, France was finally free. And she, and of course, in my belief, she was instrumental in bringing this forth because she answered the call of God. I believe I'm doing what I can for Biafra. I believe that my sisters who come on the radio with me on Saturday, we're doing what we can for Biafra. I believe that you, Mazi Alozie, is doing what you can for Biafra. And we know other comrades all over the United States, all over the world, doing what they have been called to do. We know there are foot soldiers in Biafra land who have been called to defend our land, and they're doing a marvelous job. And thank you, ESN, and our boys and girls who are fighting in this battlefield. I know there are mothers inside their homes in Biafra land fighting to make sure that Biafra comes. I know there are fathers and little children singing and talking about Biafra. If you don't do your part, you'll be the one to blame. You will have yourself to blame if Biafra is prolonged even for one day. Our leader says, if you know what you can do it now. Do not wait. Do not tarry. Because your work is not my work. And my brother says, Ekeronrik, this job has been divided. There is division of labor in IPOB and in Biafra Restoration Project. So if you have been given a job to do, you're a young woman and you're not doing it, you'll be shamed and you have yourself to blame. So if you're supposed to carry sword in this war for Biafra, carry the sword. If you're supposed to sing in this war for Biafra, sing. If you're supposed to clean wounds of the wounded soldiers, clean the wounds. And if you're supposed to speak to your people so that they can hear, make sure you're doing it. If you're supposed to put money in this project, put some money. Give it freely and God will bless you more. If you're supposed to be a good fundraiser, those people who collect and administer and call people on the phone, please do that wholeheartedly. Biafra will reward you. Because when we go home, you will enjoy and I will enjoy. And my children will enjoy and your children also. So Mazi, I called to tell a little bit about Joan of Arc. And if you go into Google and just Google Joan of O-F-A-R-C, Joan of Arc, you will see everything about Joan of Arc. How she answered the call of God, helped her people, France, to liberate themselves from the United Kingdom and end 100 years of war. 100 years, Biafrans, so be resolute. Thank you, Mazi, for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tina. That lady, I have forgotten all about her. You're not her. And always give us history of the white, but ours they don't want you to know. It's our people that must rise up. Nobody will be happy to hear about the disbursement, bribing of people to suppress themselves, to oppress themselves. It's unbelievable that as we speak, people are talking about receiving 50 million to bribe you. To do what? It is the people that will sit at home, not the market chairman. It is the people. So all those money sharing, it is the Biafrans. The same people. Whenever that person is looking for a way to exit, it is the same hopeless people that would like to take money to be held on bondage. There is I will wait till tomorrow to actually talk about that. Regardless of your post, you're not carrying out your duties honestly. You're carrying out your duties based on the fact that you want to be bribed. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Hello, Mazi Alozie.
Good morning from here. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. If it is to be a kind of what I call it, a seminar, I think people would have been paying a lot of money to you because the way you anchor your program, it shows the level of your professionalism. I love it very much. That's why I usually always like to call your stations. Then, what I want to say now is that there is this very song Osadebe sang. He said, Nenago, Anya Froziago. Every day, Eze will come out and say, Nenago.
I will tell you the title. I will tell you the title. Ifonye Metal.
Thank you.
That's the title.
Thank you. That had it been that Radio Biafra been a kind of allowed to play some certain music outside from Biafran songs, these saboteurs would have been, they would have played this music for them. Because as now, how very soon they will know now how much hear metal. Now, why I said this thing right now is that I don't see the reasons, and I don't see why, and I don't see any gain of a kind of these people continuing doing what they are doing with impunity, while others are repenting from their deceitful and gullible kind of the northern leaders has done to them. Now they realize that they have been speaking with a lying lips, and they have now been converted back to where they're supposed to be, right from Radio Biafra, even Hausa services. Then our own people, if we are saying that these people don't know, sir, if you are doing the right thing, your instincts will tell you that this thing you are doing is right. And if you are doing the wrong thing, your instincts also will tell you, because we have the spirit of discernment. And like other callers and many people have just said, if we continue to point hand on these very people, keep a kind of trying to give them some accolade on what they are doing, you know, saying it, this and that. Okay, just like my brother from Enugu said, that they want to share 50 million. Peradventure, this becomes true. Are we going to allow them collect this very money and just like Tina Sanworo said, and go back to their houses and start drinking champagne on top of our blood? Is it going to happen? Because when you beat a dog in the sense of trying to remove our color. I don't know what it is in English. In the sense of trying to remove our color, you will show it to that dog immediately, because if you don't do that, that dog will bite you. And when you take a child to the heaps of stone, you will point frog out from stone. You separate it so that the child will know the difference between the frog and the heap of stones. They have been the handful here. Because if these people continue, not if, because they are continuing, because they know exactly what they are doing. They are living their life under stipends. They live their life under Ayuyo from Abuja. What belongs to you, and you are begging for it. That is why most of our times I began to ask some certain questions from the scripture. When Bible says that the blessings of God make it rich and added no sorrow, I now began to say, what have we done? What abominations or kind of things that provoke God to turn our own mineral resources, all the things that He has given to our land, that a stranger for more than 100 and something years now has been taken, and yet not to take it peacefully and go their way, but they are stealing those things, and yet using our blood to maintain the stealing, when they said that the blessings make it rich and added no sorrow. I don't want to contradict, because I know exactly what it is. Because such a thing can only happen when people go away from the original track of their creator. So we have to dig down and know the reason why what God gave to us has now become a tool of slavery to us in our own land, has become a tool of massive destructions, has now becomes a tool of degradations and a lot of things. It is our time now we began to find out why. If at all, there are so many places in Arab, they don't have oil, yet they live peacefully. They are not killed, nobody is killing them. They move peacefully, like in Niger Republic, like other area. I'm talking about Africans. They don't have oil. And we are the people that God called by our name, by His name. And in our land, nobody on earth answer God's name than us. Then He gave us that very blessings. What is the crime? On one week, Germany say abu, onagoba, ejabunyabisi, adroma. Why is it that the blessing that was blessed us with has now turned to a thing that has been causing our blood? That is a very big, a kind of a food for thought, for those of them that are spiritually inclined. And I would like some people to come out to tell us the reason why things are going out the way it is now. Then finally, what I want to say is that concerning the sit at home, people did wonderfully well, exactly. But I'm working towards what some reporters from the Riverine area did yesterday. I think media, they are trying, but media, especially in Akwa Ibom, this thing has been there for quite a long time, where people have been complaining that the radio there is not functioning. Some of them said there is no radio, especially Akwa Ibom, Cross River State, Bayelsa side, Warri. This, our media has to be extended if we actually want to see exactly what happened in Onitsha, Aba, other areas, likewise every other area. And it has to be a mandatory to all the coordinators in that very place to make sure that every IPOB there listens to radio and follow the instruction, because faith cometh by hearing. You can only live by what you hear, because when you hear something, the next thing is to see. That is the only way, because this, our media right now, is like some of the our instruments that have been kind of dilapidated or have some issues have not been rectified. So let us fix it now before next Monday and some other subsequent instructions that is coming. We'll make sure that this radio, because that is the massive destruction. We don't have any weapon. We don't have ammunition. We don't have M16 RPG or whatever. But all we have is that radio. let us put it in place, because our open radio is working in some other areas. All this report, because I saw it in BBC and I saw them coming already here to say such a report cannot happen. When our leader in some other year, 2017, you saw how it happened. So thank you very much. Let me stop.
Thank you. This is where we'll be ending the broadcast, but before then,
Ipob, you were the freedom fighters. Ipob, you are the freedom fighters. Ipob, white and white. Ipob, white and slow. Yezoku bawala toloku is pure. Oku samebi la toloku telugu. Them can they kill us because we are agitating for freedom. Them don't they kill us because we are agitating for freedom. Ipob, United States is over. It's not is over. Because them United States is over. Namudi Kanu was leader, United States is over. Our leader, I must follow you to the end. You good leader, lead us with you the example. Can you shoot for our life? Is over. First in our raping now where we went. Is over. Abomination. Either Biafra or less this life is over. That's what we say. Either freedom or less this life is over. Ike sinelo, Ike Chukwuemeka Alozie, God of the rising sun, no. Ancient of the ancient rulers, British government, no. Buhari government, Lord, what you gonna do? First in a raping our women.